Right. Whew. Okay, well, I have a solar-powered Buddhist monk bobblehead that sits in the window in my kitchen. Did I hear somebody say, of course you do? And he sits with his legs crossed, and in one hand he has prayer beads, and with the other he's just gently tapping on a drum. And he has such a serene smile on his face, and he looks so peaceful. But the thing that I like best about him is that he's always nodding yes. I don't know how many times a day when I'm in the kitchen that I glance over at him. Usually it's not intentional, but I find I do it a lot. Maybe I finally decided what I want to fix for dinner, and I happen to look his way, and there he is, nodding, good choice. Or I might be thinking about something I want to do, or someplace I want to go, or someone I want to call, and I happen to glance over at him, and there he is, going, yes, do what you want to do. Good idea. Whether I look his way, intentionally or unintentionally, it always makes me smile. Because even though he's just a little plastic dude, still, when I look at him, his peaceful yesness reminds me that whatever I'm thinking about or whatever I'm focused on in the moments of my life, that the pure positive energy that flows to me and through me, the creative power of the universe that creates for me, is always right there too, peacefully, saying yes to me. Whatever I want, because I believe it will make me happy, is always given to me by the infinite source energy of love that gives to the whole universe, that gives to all that live. Science of Mind tells us love is the self-givingness of spirit, manifested in and through all that is visible and invisible. There's never a question by spirit like, are you sure you want that? Doesn't question. Love never judges what we want or why we think it's going to make us happy. There's just a serene yesness that constantly flows to us. Our happiness is love's pleasure in us. It's love loving us. It's love giving itself to us as its creation, as its offspring, as its children. We can never ask for too much from the infinite. The source energy of love wants to give to us all that we desire. When Jesus said all that my Father has is mine, to describe his relationship with God, he used the word all intentionally. Nothing, not one miracle is withheld from any of us. And when he used the word Father, he used that word intentionally also. So today, being Father's Day, is the perfect day for us to consider what Jesus may have meant or likely meant when he used the word Father. Surely it wasn't an indication that God is some big male deity or that God is purely masculine at all. The pure positive energy of love then as now expresses itself within and through all of creation, everywhere, as male, as female, as every blended version of both and every neutral version of neither. The idea of God as the Father was to help the people of his day, of Jesus' day, over 2,000 years ago, to understand the nature of spiritual inheritance, to understand how it could be that they could inherit the power and the glory of God. Inheritance way back then was a masculine thing, from father to son. The men of that day, and only the men of that day, could inherit their father's wealth and possessions. It was a long time ago. But still, let's face it, it has taken over 2,000 years since then for mankind to understand otherwise. Which is to say, to recognize women as equal in that regard or as equal in any regard. In fact, in some countries today, in fact, in some places in our country where the Bible is taken literally, the perspective of men and women being equal, mentally and spiritually, still isn't recognized. Science Mind tells us spirit is the Father, Mother, God, because it is the principle of unity back of all things. The masculine and feminine principles both come from the one. Spirit is all life, truth, love, being, cause, and effect. And is the only power in the universe that knows itself. And the self it knows lives in each of us as ourself, as our true self. We are both the individual expression of the one self of God, of the Spirit of love, and we are each the effect of love in form. That's pretty wow. The Way of the Heart asks us, what if you began to realize that all that you have called yourself is the effect of love? That's a good question. Individually, or individuality, is the intentional, divine design of the universe. Our individual expression of the universe of love is sacred and irrevocable. No one else can be us. Each of us, whether we're aware of it or not, whether we realize it or not, is essential to the ongoing expansion of the whole universe. Of the whole universe, just by living our life and knowing what we want. The source energy within us, individualized as our inner being, expands with every new desire that we have. As we live in this world, that's why we came. We knew what we were going to be doing. And we were excited about it. And that's why no one else can think for us, and no one else can emit a vibration for us, and no one else can attract anything to us, and no one else can keep anything from us. Individually, it's all up to us. There's no competition, repetition, or duplication in creation. Every point of awareness in the universe, every point of perception is a unique expression. All of it, and each of us. The Way of the Heart goes on to ask, what if you were to consider yourself as a wave, arising from the holy mind of God, born of God's infinite desire to expand creation and express the infinite nature of love and creativity? That's another good question. And what if we were to consider that? What if we were to think of ourselves that way? What if we were to consider that we exist only because God, the source energy of love that creates and expands the universe forever, wants us to exist, wants us to express as us, because God wants to express as us. Wants to express and expand the infinite nature of love and creativity. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, Irrevocable Trust. Now, most of us, or some of us, know what an irrevocable trust is, but just briefly for those of us who don't know, an irrevocable trust in this world is a legal arrangement where a grantor transfers assets into a trust. Once established, the trust generally can't be modified, amended, or terminated without the consent of the beneficiaries, which are the individuals or entities designated to receive the income or principal from the trust. Got that? Because in the same way, in the very same way, we are the beneficiaries of all that the Father has. The infinite nature of love and creativity has been transferred from Father to Son, held in trust for each of us as an individual expression of the pure, positive love energy of our source. That love wants to express as our life, because that love is who we are, and we want to live our life. That love, the fullness of the allness has been placed within us in a trust called our inner being. And it's ours anytime. Anytime we choose to create a life we enjoy living in this world, with no effort and with no struggle. That sacred trust is irrevocable. It lives in us, as us, always and forever. And it can't be changed or modified or amended or terminated, no matter what we think or say or do as we live in this world. Whether we ignore it or not, it's there. In the book of Isaiah, we read, "Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love for you will not be shaken, nor my covenant of peace be removed." We can't break that sacred covenant, no matter how hard we try to forget it's there. No matter how often or how long we ignore it, it's irrevocably there. But it is up to us to rise to the occasion of who we're created to be, so that we can use it, so that we can experience it, so that we can live in the richness of it. We could say that our emotions are our personalized, individual guidance system. We all have it. Nobody feels our emotions. They can say, "I feel you," but really we just feel ourselves. And it's ours individually, and it lets us know if we're living up to our end of the sacred trust by vibing high and feeling good. That's our end of it. We know that we're living from that trust. We know we're living in that trust when we are vibing high and feeling good. The way of the heart tells us, rest assured, whenever you feel frustration and anxiety, it is because you have decided not to trust the truth. When we're not feeling peace for any reason, when we're not loving ourselves or others for any reason, when we're not feeling grateful for the fullness of our life because we're focused on what's missing rather than being aware of all the good that's right here for us, we're not trusting the source energy of love that provides for us in every moment. And it's always there, peacefully nodding yes to us. All that's required of us is to stop trying so hard to break the trust that our source has in us, and to allow ourselves to live as the amazing beneficiary of the allness of God, our Father. Abraham Hicks tells us the entire universe is conspiring to give you everything that you want. Trust in this, and your life can change in an instant. Namaste. All righty. Happy Father's Day, Grateful Jim.
Thank you.
Well, this is the time of our service when we get to say once again, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching live stream. Thank you for finding us midweek. Just thank you. Thank you for feeling our vibration. Even if you're not here, we feel yours. We feel that the love connection that we are together. And that love connection is specifically here called the Life Enrichment Center, and we are that. We are that. It's just a name, and what makes it something is all of us. And I love that we support us, and I know that we do, and I can say thank you to all of us for knowing who we are and valuing what we are together. And as I was just telling someone the other day, we do good things here at LEC, and we will always have a place to do it, because love finds a way, and there is a way, always. And in this world, a lot of what transpires has to do with financial support. But we also know that financial support comes from the invisible supply, the infinite source that is our source, that is in love with every good idea, and we are a good idea. So we know that we're supported financially, and one of the ways that happens is through cooperative components all over the place. Everyone here and anyone who may be watching right now who would like to be a cooperative component in something good, in supporting something good. And if you don't know how to do that, and you'd like to know how to do that, and I can guarantee you it feels really good when you do that, then our treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips, is here to tell you how to do that.
Thank you. Fantastic talk. Thank you so much. I'm going to just popped into my head. What do you think about this idea for my new positioning statement? In you, we trust.
Ah, I like that. Yes.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, not so good? Okay. Never mind.
I liked it. Or in us, we
Reverend
trust.
Kim is just smiling at me politely. It's all God. It's all God.
But it rhymes or in us we trust.
Oh, in us we trust, even better. Okay. If you would like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center and support us, we'd love to have you support us. You can do so in a few ways. If you're watching this online, or you'd like to just donate online, you can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. There's a donate button on that site. If you'd like to go to our website, lecflint.com, and support us there, there's a donate button there. Also, Reverend Stephanie's replay of this talk will be on that site this week. You can go to PayPal. Our PayPal email address is lec2512@gmail.com. You can hit the donate button on that site. You can even do a recurring donation on that site. Lastly, if you're not here today and you want to send in a check, you can send one to our P.O. Box, Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321-294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And here in the sanctuary, we're going to be doing an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen sing In This Very Room, followed by a gratitude prayer from Reverend Stephanie. Thank you.